Hello guys, Mitch Grooms back. How you guys doing? How you doing? All right, this is going to be fun. I told you I was going to give you the history of the 2000 Jaguar. All right, Jaguar is how we say it here in the United States. We don't say Jaguar. I've got a lot of hate mail from people saying I don't call it the right thing, but here in the USA we call it Jaguar. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Here you see my 1998 XJR, the 2000 XJR, which I'm going to talk about today. All right, here we go. I told you I was going to give you the history of this car. History is the first owner. This is very, very interesting. His name is Kenneth D. Pasternak. Pasternak. He was born February 21, 1954. He bought the car, the 2000, in April of 2000, and he sold it in 2008. When he sold the car, it had 41,000 miles on it. When he purchased it, it had 25 miles on it. Now, he purchased this car at Paramus, P-A-R-A-M-U-S, Jaguar in Paramus, New Jersey. He sold the car at Saddle River, New Jersey, at Saddle River Jaguar. That's the name of the place. And the place is 9 miles from where he used to live in Saddle River. All right. Since I am a realtor here in Atlanta, let me tell you the story of this incredible man. Here's a little clip right here first.
Vienna, Israel, Fleischmann's, New York, Jersey City, Newport's, a college kid who trades cars. From cars, they get into mathematics, they get into trading, and all of a sudden, NASDAQ. And you go to NASDAQ, and at NASDAQ, it's not NASDAQ. You get on the board of NASDAQ. And then after that, you say, hey, what am I going to do next? I'm going to be in the real estate business. Today, I have a very interesting life story. I have Ken Pasternak of KABR. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
You know, when you and I got together, we were talking about your mother and your father, and I think it's a very interesting story. Tell me about your grandpa.
All right, Ken, he goes by Ken now. He is still alive, doing well. Ken started a company called Knight Trading Group. It was an internet trading group that he made millions and millions of dollars. And in 2001, Kenneth was rated number 9 on the Forbes list of the most paid CEOs in the USA. Number 9. He is one of the richest men in America in 2001.
So what happens? How do you start Knight?
So Walter and I put together a business plan, essentially, that we call the next generation market maker, but it was hinged on an understanding that the internet would change everything, and you'd have to automate, and that the volumes would increase exponentially, and that you'd have to do. And just to give you an example that might frame it, in 1995, the largest market maker that we ran before we started Knight at Spear Leeds did 5,000 trades a day, and today, about 20 years, not even 20 years later, Knight does 4 million trades a day.
5,000
to 4 million.
Okay. Now, you start Knight in 94. You go public in 98?
Correct.
And Knight grows to what type of capitalization before you left?
In 1999, it had a market cap of, we like to say, somewhat tongue-in-cheek, that it had a market cap that exceeded Lehman's and Bear Stearns of about $7 billion, and it still does.
Right. Now,
is that? That is amazing. This millionaire bought this car brand new. He drove this car to 2008. He drove 41,000 miles in this car. Now, when you think of this, this is how I see it. One of the richest men in America buys this car. That says a lot of the Jaguar XJRs, because when you have a millionaire driving a car for 41,000 miles, that says something about how incredible these cars are. And I've been saying that all along. These cars are just, when you drive these cars, you get noticed. It's just something about these cars that's just so powerful. These Jaguar XJRs have power, they have prestige. If Kenneth can drive, if a millionaire can drive this car, what does that tell you? And knowing that this guy was a multi-millionaire that bought this car, that says a lot about the Jaguars, okay? All right, he sold his company in 2002, and while he owned this car and he lived in the same house, it's fun to go back and see the $7 million house he used to live in the same as Saddle River, New Jersey. He sold his house in 2016, he sold the house. But it's fun to go back and see the listing where he used to live, and there's a bridge going to his mansion, and seeing where he used to drive this car up and down the bridge going to his mansion. That is just too cool. That's just crazy. Now, he started a new company. He actually started a new company in 2008. It's called KABR Group, and it's a real estate company. And me being a realtor, and he has owned a real estate company, this guy is my idol. I hope someday that I can talk to him about this car. I did send him a letter letting him know that I did purchase his car, but it got back because that was his old address. I'm going to try to submit another letter, so hope he knows that I have this car. By the way, it's 20 degrees here in Atlanta, Georgia, so I am about to freeze to death, okay? So here we go. That's the first owner. Incredible story for the first owner. Now the second owner, here we go. He purchased the car about 3 months after Kenneth sold the car back to the dealership in Saddle River, New Jersey. The attorney in Florida purchased the car in 2009, had 52,786 on the clock. He owned the car until 2015. Now, I've spoken to this attorney, and I'm not going to give his name out because there's a lot of bad history that ends up with this car. When this attorney purchased this car, he babied this car until 2015. In 2015 is when he lost the car in a terrible, terrible divorce. I've talked to the past owner. Let's just say it's bad. And I was I talked to the attorney of the ex-wife about this car. She also said it was a bad divorce, and I'm not going to go into detail. The guy knows about these videos. I told him where to find the videos of this car, and I'm sure he's going to see this video. So his name would never be mentioned. It's off the clock. Okay. So when the wife got this in 2015. What she did not do, the guy sent the title to her because he lost it in the divorce. She never titled the car in her name. So at this point, the car is still in the attorney's name, the guy. All right. So I'm going to call here in Georgia. There's a way that you can get a tag on a car. The police will there's a lot of paperwork need to be done. The police will come out, make sure the car is not stolen. Anything's going on, and they make reports. There's a lot of paperwork to be involved. It's called a title loan. That title loan will follow the car for at least 3 to 4 years, so you really can't sell it. It just allows you to get title on the car, partial title, but you can get a tag on the car so you can drive it on the street. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, I'm on a busy street. But first, I have to deal with the transmission issues. The car runs good, but I've got a wiring issue with the transmission, so I haven't fixed that yet. So that's why I haven't done any more videos of the car because I got to figure out how to do this. Remember, I'm a realtor, not a mechanic. Just like the Kenneth Pasternak is also a realtor, the first owner. Love this man. So that's what I'm going to got to do with this transmission work. I don't know how to do this, and I've got to do some research how to fix. I think we know what the issue is, but I've got to do some more research. But so there's the history of the car. I think it's, if you go back to my channel and see why I'm so emotional about these cars, you know, a car saved my life. I made a very emotional video about why I think cars have a past, and this car definitely has a past. One of the richest man in America owned this car, and look at it. Look at the shape it's right now. It's a parts car. How the hell does that happen? Now, how I came up with this car, how I got ownership of this car is, let me go back again. The wife sold the car to a dealership here in Georgia. She sold the car. She was supposed to deliver title to the dealership, which she never did. The dealership had the car for 2 years, I'm told for 2 years. They gave up trying to get title. They have contacted her. She would never call back. So they had to sell the car for parts. Here in Georgia, you can sell a car for bill of sale, no title. It's a parts car. The car's been babied until 2015, and all hell broke loose after 15. I don't know what the ex-wife did to the car, but she wrecked. It's just terrible, terrible. So these cars have a past, and that's why I want to try to save this car. So this is part 14 of the series. So if you're just joining us for the first time, go back to part number one, and see where we started from, and then from where we are today. So there you go with the history. I hope you enjoyed this long video. This right here is for my Trans Am. I have a smoking Bandit Trans Am. Go Burt Reynolds. All right, that's why I'm wearing this. And plus it's 20 degrees outside. And again, please subscribe, give me a like, dislike. Let me know, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think. And if you want to see more videos of the 98 Showroom New, it's on the page. If you want to see videos of the Trans Am, it's on the page. Again, I appreciate you guys for supporting me. And I did this all in one take. Wow, I'm impressed. Later on. Bye.